what we talk about here, man. We got another random reaction here. This one's called Crucify Your Culture. Let's go.
A murderer's mind, born into a murderous time, where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is poison the well. We all drink from the chalice. It's a long way down into the rabbit hole, Alice.
Now I crucify your culture, burn down the old up religion of consumerism, picks us up like vultures, takes us for punks. They say jump, we jump. It's the same if it's Bush or Obama or Trump. I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against them illusions of choice. Take our voice, so take back your rigged election system. Deficit represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, don't
Someday they'll find a way to sell my views, like they sold the concept of freedom to you. They sold the voice of Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama. Now they're all just a product to you.
and now you care more.
Dude, hold up. I messed it up. All right, so look, check this out. It is very interesting to see how much, because how long was this? This was like probably 4 years ago, right? Yeah, 4 years ago. So this was 4 years ago. And the stuff that he's talking about now, is still relevant to right now. It's still relevant to right now. It's even when it comes to politics, it has tremendously expand more into the topic of conversation. And what any niche that you in, it has found itself into any type of different niche. And as he was talking about, he's like, it doesn't matter what type of politician, president you are, is all still the same end game. You know what I'm saying? And he said that as him being the messenger, they call me punks, they call you punks, they call us, people who are retaliating to these certain agendas. We know what you're trying to do and put us in a box, so it doesn't seem like, what I'm saying, so it's quote unquote we look cuckoo, but dude, we see some of the things y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? Also, here he says something about views and stuff. They sell the concept of freedom to you, right? And it goes all the way farther back. Hold on, I had to go farther back because he says a lot of stuff, especially with these double timing rhymings, and I don't want to lose it, so I'm gonna rewind this back.
I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against them illusions of choice. Take our voice, so take back your rigged election system. Deficit represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, don't.
That's a hard one, bro. That's a hard one. I had to rewind that back one more time to catch that, bro. Cause he said a lot with these double times, right? The way how he talks about the illusion of your choice and your voice through voting, you really don't. It's an illusion. And I rise against them.
Voice, so take back your rigged election system. Deficit represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds.
Represent no one but your money, funny, right? Shepherd and how you keep them sweet, honey. Like, dude, the way how I get it is shepherd is the money, right? Is no one but your money. I can see you controlling with using the money to control how people respond, how people want to feel emotionally voting and stuff, right? If based on what's affecting you and your money, you're going to vote on those things, right? So if they're talking about, hey, your taxes is going to go to here, boom, boom, boom. If you agree with that, then you most likely are going to vote for that party, right? Right? And it makes sense, but it's like they're playing devil's advocate. They say this, and then they have this on here, right? And then over here it talks about how you keep them sweet, honey. I don't know what that is. It sounds like some type of like southern slang. I don't know how he got to that, saying that, but that's like a southern slang to me. And I'm from the southern. I'm southern. That it stuck out in a little bit, and I'm gonna have to play a little bit to see how he wraps that into it. But it's like, for me, how I got from that was, this is how you keep people like cool, calm, collected. They're not so, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to keep them calm and sweet, and you want to sweet them up. You don't want them being on edge. So that's kind of like how I got that, right? Money, funny, that's how I'm kind of seeing it. The money and the funny. You have money, you're funny, boom, boom, you're charming. I get it like that. So that's how I'm seeing that too. Like, there's a lot of ways you could break this down. And I'm sure he's done this on purpose for a reason. Because he wants the message to get out and be interpreted in many ways to unlock things in people's brains. Just keep going. I'm going to rewind this back.
Consumerism picks us up like vultures, takes us for punks. They say jump, we jump. It's the same if it's Bush or Obama or Trump. I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against them illusions of choice. Take our voice or take back your rigged election system. Deficit represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, dummy.
Someday they'll find a way to sell my views. Like they sold
Okay, I got that now. The shepherd and the sheep. Okay, so I had stopped it too early to see the shepherd and the sheep, but it still makes sense the way how I describe it. Them being the shepherd and then people being the sheeps, right? All right, so now we're going to the part where I also was thinking about what he says someday about the views and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and rewind it back. Sorry, this is gonna be more of a breakdown. I normally do a reaction, but this is actually a breakdown. So I'm gonna actually call this a lyric breakdown, because he said a lot in this on purpose, and it would be a shame for me to just overlook it and not, break it down in some aspects. So.
Someday they'll find a way to sell my views. Like they sold the concept of freedom to you. They sold the voice of Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama. Now they're all just a product to you.
And now you care more about your new shoes, the loose screws and minds of politicians that abuse truths to shape you, break you. Consumerism breaks you until your thoughts that end you. They make you wanna hate you, so you keep buying. Corporation buying, defying fraudulent and liars and burning empires, tapping to the telephone wires. And history's biased. It glorifies and justifies our evil. It justifies the wars that rain destruction upon people.
Every single human born equal.
They treat you like an asset, not a human, man. It's see-through. Slavery through debt. You think that mortgage is to help you?
So this is a continuously thing he's poking at and saying, yo, you're just a number. You're just a product. You're just somebody that's on a shelf for them to just have you in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just a product to them, right? You're just a number. You're not a human being to them. They don't see you as a human being. They see you as just something that they can go after and continue to fornicate and give you all these drugs, all this, suicals to lowering your confidence about stuff and having you buying more things, shiny object syndromes, to being caught up on who's on the media posts, that being whether it's Kardashians or the Jonas brothers, and just all of that. You're just keeping your mind busy, distracted, so you're not seeing what's ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? And they're hoping that you trip and fall and keep fumbling, so you don't see what's ahead of you. So you're going to continue to look down these shiny objects, right? That's why I'm seeing him continue to have these ways of how he's breaking it down. And then slavery through debt, because, it's not a good thing to have debt, right? It's really bad. It's like a curse. I have debt. I'm sure everybody on this video has some form of debt. There's a very small percentage of people who have debt, and it's not good. It's unhealthy. We should not be embedded in debt at all. But in America, that's just how it is, bro. Like, that's just how, quote unquote, business thrives off of civilians who get more and more into debt.
You think that mortgage is to help you? Bills stacking high, killing dreams, money maims you, lying tames you, the land of the free.
So that right there, that killing dreams, money maims you, the lion tames you. So what he's talking about, because we're so busy chasing money and, again, things that are quote unquote what life is supposed to be about, here in this dream that they paint you, you be so busy chasing all that you actually don't realize that you're not chasing the actual dreams that was put in you as a gift, as a vision, as a spiritual gift, right? And it's like the money makes you. The money is what makes you what you think about. It's what you become more of. You know what I'm saying? You think about all the time. It what holds you. It just has a grip on you. The lion tames you. You know what I'm saying? It has a grip on you. It's lurking. It's always after you. It's, you know what I'm saying? And so you thinking that you're chasing the money, but the money is just what brings you in for the lion that gets you. Yeah, we cooking. Look, man, if y'all don't drop a like on this video, I swear I'm not doing. No, I'm joking. Y'all know I'm gonna do more reactions. But look, we cooking, man. We cooking. Definitely hit the like button and yeah, let's get this video out here. I'm gonna go ahead and run this back. So this is just a breakdown. I don't know. I just felt like doing a breakdown. This one, he goes crazy. He's saying so much on here, and it's so easy to overlook it without actually looking at what he's saying on here, because
the wars that rain destruction upon people.
Every single human born equal.
They treat you like an asset, not a human, man. It's see-through. Slavery through debt. You think that mortgage is to help you? Bills stacking high, killing dreams. Money maims you. Lion tames you. The land of the free. Irony. A hierarchy, folks. Education kills the fire in me. Still I stand strong like two towers that were knocked down by greedy men's thirst for power and now greed.
Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. Fuck greed. Silent I breathe. Burn money. Greed makes us bleed, makes us bleed, makes us bleed.
Our political system.
dude, yes. Look, y'all don't understand. When I sit here and be wanting to talk about more deeper things, it be so hard because my mind thinks about other stuff that's so important to this world, and I find it so hard to what I think and how I feel to put it in video on paper to where majority will understand and would like be okay to listen to, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always a conflict. Like I never really too much care about the small things that are not important to talk about, but stuff like this is what like is really what's important to me, as far as like it don't have to be all political, but it's more of like awareness that we have bigger challenges ahead of us. Literally, this is a whole spiritual war, a whole battle, and I believe that my calling, my purpose is to be a light into the world and to share some of those normal interests that some people out there will have and people who are looking for, which is a couple of wisdoms, insight, enlightenment, right? So he talks about here, when we wind it back, greed. Fuck greed. Greed is horrible. It's horrible, and I see it every day. Where it's like people, and I try to be careful to not be victim of it too, because I can fall victim of it too, and I sometimes do. And because life, it gets you by the grip, and you be like, do I gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like sometimes that's why y'all don't see me post all the time, because I have to take a step back and realize, like, dude, focus on yourself, the inner self, the healing. And don't worry about chasing views, because you'll burn out. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's crazy. Like, and I'm at a point now where I'm seeing some success as far as numbers growing on my channel, but money, nah, I'm back working, going back working 2 jobs while I'm balancing doing multiple channels, right? But we in this culture where you have to work and work so hard to get somewhere, to become something, and all of it starts with not appreciating what you have. You always wanting more. You always wanting more, and that's part of greed, right? That's a stem root to the greed. And then he also talks about this, right? Right here. is a hierarchy. False education kills the fire within him. Dude, that's a sleeper, right? Because I, as a person who went to school, I was fascinated. I love learning, but I never understood it in the way that grabs for me. Like, I had a different way of learning. And I'm sure that some of you guys, especially who are into Ren's reaction and his music, and people who are into music like this and watch a lot of reaction music, is y'all are just big fans of not only the music, the artist, the creation itself, but artistically, y'all have something in y'all too. And I'm sure that a lot of y'all are very smart and intelligent in the way how y'all are, but maybe it's just different things that you might struggle with learning, or just how you go about it in life. Not just with education, but speaking on education, to stay on topic, if you're somebody who thinks out the box, education and the way how they teach puts you in this box. And if you don't do the way how they want you to do, you're absolutely failing. You're only going to see a C and below. Maybe you can get a B, but you're struggling. You're struggling. You know why? Because you got to stay up long nights to understand the system of how they want you to learn. Yo, I'm a left-handy. And I daydream all the time when I was a kid. My mind wasn't always about how they was trying to teach. Like, and when I did find a right teacher, I did amazing. The teacher was like, yo, this kid is smart. He's just his mind is on a different place of how he looks at things, but he is smart. Right? I loved science, math, English. If it was the right teacher, oh my God. It was like, yo, I didn't believe I can learn, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? So it's the way the system is in the education is outdated, and it has to realize that kids, in the way they grow, all are different. And the education can also fail the children. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me go ahead and play the rest of it because I can go on a rant tangent, and we're not gonna do that.
Dreams, money maims you, lion tames you. The land of the free, irony. A hierarchy, folks, education kills the fire in me. Still I stand strong like two towers that were knocked down by greedy men's thirst for power and now greed.
Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. Fuck greed, silent I breathe. Burn money, greed makes us bleed, makes us bleed, makes us bleed.
Our political system is a farce. Democracy will not exist till actions speak louder than money. Wealth is a poison honey, another money making holiday for the Easter bunny. Adverts suck out your soul, a drink Coca-Cola, lining up the pockets of the fat controller, selling fear to the people, let it spread like a bowl, a propaganda machine. Remember the dream, it's hopeless. Nikola Tesla, 1883. The DC current system fought against the AC, but not because the AC system wasn't any better, because people don't like change when money's at the center. Move, let me enter from the epicenter. Poison parliamenter, who's the main contender? Oh, it's you, Mr. President. Evident that the counterintelligence is a hell of a prevalent.
Oh my God, bro, he said so much, man. Dude, I gotta play the rest of it and just... Dude. This is one of the most realist, like, cutthroat of just really saying some raw stuff. I mean, all his stuff is raw, but this one was just like, he really meant it when he said, crucify your culture. Like, he was going for that. That it literally is in the title. Calling out and really saying it for what it is on these different things. And again, he's just one of those special type of artists who can do that. He has that gift of touch to do that. Dude, shout out to Ren. This was amazing. It's about the message, and people be like, oh, but you know, I don't want to listen to this. This doesn't have a pop to it. This has, dude, it doesn't matter. It's about the message. It's about the message that he says in there, what he's conveying, what he's telling you. When he wrote this, I'm sure he was saying, hey, this is going to be about what I'm about to say, what's on my mind, what I see, and what I'm tired of seeing within our culture, and what we need to do to change. Right? Yo, shout out to everybody, man. If y'all clicked on it and y'all watched this, I know this video was a little longer. I really was not planning for this video to be longer, but I just couldn't hold back of what I had to say, and the whole breakdown I feel like was needed for this. It was the only way to bring justice to this type of track, and I hope y'all enjoy a whole deep dive in just my perspective on this. Anyways, give it a like. That's the most y'all can really do, man. Give it a like on this bud if y'all really mess with it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.